as a continuation of the previous video, now we are going to discuss about the edible microorganisms which are taken as food or consumed as food. In that, the first one is the algae. Generally, we used to specify algae as a seaweed because it is seen floating on the surface of the sea. That can be differentiated into red algae, green algae and brown algae based on its color. They are rich in protein and fiber. It is important to note that more than 100 years it is consumed as a food. Example of brown algae is the kelp, which grows to 60 meters. It is rich in the mineral, namely potassium and iodine. The substance, namely algin, is produced from the kelp or obtained from the kelp, is used as a thickening agent in the preparation of ice creams, jellies, etc. Next is the fungi, generally represented as mushroom, which is rich in minerals, proteins and vitamin B12. Worldwide, button mushroom is commercially prepared and is taken as food by most of the people in the country. The next is the toadstool, which is similar to the mushroom, is poisonous in nature. So, whoever is consuming mushroom to be very careful, extremely careful to differentiate the edible mushroom and the toadstool before taking. Now we will see the role of microorganism in the preparation of antibiotics and vaccine. Antibiotics, what are they? Anti means opposite. Bio means living organism. So the substance which is acting against some living organism is called antibiotic. Generally, the medicine produced by living organism. So the substance is already produced by living organism which act against another living organism. The medicine produced by living organisms such as bacteria or fungi may kill or stop the growth of pathogens that is present in the body. This is the definition of antibiotics. Please do note down, children. Okay. Antibiotics are life-saving medicines. They are commercially produced by the process of fermentation. Antibiotics are taken either or applied either externally or taken internally based on the infection. For the external injury, ointments are provided. For the internal infection, antibiotics are taken as pills or tablets, capsules, or in the form of injection, which may directly taken by the blood to all parts of the body. Normal examples of antibiotics are erythromycin, tetracycline, streptomycin, neomycin, etc. An interesting fact is the penicillin. It is the first derived antibiotic. It was invented by Alexander Fleming in the year 1928. When he was doing the research, he found that the species Penicillium notatum, generally denoted as green mold, does not allow other bacteria to grow nearby. So he was doing the research that what was the reason behind. He found the substance produced by Penicillium notatum called penicillin does not allow the bacteria to grow. It killed the bacteria. Since it is obtained from penicillium, he named it as penicillin. That is the first derived antibiotic, widely used for so many purposes. Vaccines. Before we talk about vaccine, we need to learn some important terms to understand about vaccine. That is, when a person is getting infection or is going to get disease means the substance which has entered to cause the disease is called as a pathogen. Generally, it is termed as pathogen. Scientifically, it is represented as antigen. So to fight against this pathogen, our body prepares a material, proteinaceous substance called the antibodies. This is how our immune system works to fight against the disease causing germ. The ability of one's body to resist a disease is known as immunity. Ability of one's body to resist a disease is known as immunity. So, basically vaccines are the biological substances which are produced either by killing the pathogen or by making it non-infectious, by making it weak. A biological preparation made from killed or weakened disease-causing microbe is known as vaccine. Vaccine can be given either orally or through injection. Orally in the sense, example, polio vaccine. Injection means DPT and BCG. The process of transferring or giving vaccine to a person is known as vaccination. Vaccination is also provided to the healthy person, which means to boost the immunity, healthy person is given vaccine to make the body alert to prevent in future infection. Prevent from future infection. That is, healthy person gets the vaccine where he stimulates the body to fight against the pathogen by producing respective antibodies to prepare or to fight against when the same pathogen enters in the future and stays in the body permanently. This is how the vaccine work. Clear, children?